What's going on, everyone? It's your pal Captain Voorhees here, and just going through some Diablo 3 for you, at least briefly here. It's at the end. Season 26 is ending very, very soon, so just want to show you a couple of the builds that I've been, putting a lot of time in, and it's going to carry over to the main game once it ends, and all of your stuff goes to your main game. My main character, which is probably about to change now that I think about it, because I've been having a lot of fun with my Crusader, but I got a Witch Doctor. That's what I started off from the very beginning, as you know from my previous retro play with D3. I kind of explained it all that. And with the Witch Doctor, kind of done two different builds. Right here is the corpse spider build. Oh yeah, as you can see over here, got Paragon level 900 for this season. So yeah, that's been actually been pretty fun. It's been fun going through this, checking it out, and again, doing some newer builds and whatnot. So with the corpse spider, basically you're going to run several pieces of the Arakirs, I guess that's how you say it, set to get your full bonuses, which is, if you have four or two pieces, you get a permanent Spider Queen there that follows you around. It has like a little thread, so enemies that go through a little web thread become infected, and your corpse spider primary attack deals more damage to those creatures affected. So that's pretty cool. And the Spider Queen also leaves webs around, so it slows down your enemies. And with the 6 pieces, damage for your creature skills are increased by 25,000%. So that's your corpse spiders, locust swarm, which we're using part of that. You have Plegatoads, and then of course piranhas, and have the Piranado. Which, I'm surprised they actually haven't made that kind of movie yet, or have they? I know. But yeah, so we're running 5 pieces of that with the Mask of Jerem as the helm, and of course I have a a Royal Flawless diamond in there to get the cooldown reduction. But with it, pets deal increased damage, so your corpse spiders, each one of them counts as a pet. I want to say your locust swarm there counts as a pet. Your piranhas, that counts as a pet. So your damages should be insane with all that going on. And of course, got Traveler's Pledge with the Compass Roads. That little set going on, because you're going to move around a bit to get into position. You're going to stop and then pepper the area with your corpse spider, so that's going to bump up your damage even more. And of course I have Lacumba's Ornament. It works works with your Soul Harvest here, so you pop that down, get your armor up, and then that reduces your damage even more if you have at least 3 stacks, at least with this this rolled one, because each one is going to have a different roll on it. And then of course you got your ancient legendaries, which I only have a few ancient legendaries on this one right now. And then for the belt, I have the Brood of Arachne. So I rolled it to where it has increased corpse spider damage, because that's what the main thing you want on here. You want to get your corpse spider up if possible, also your Piranado, or even cooldown reduction, so you can pop these quicker. But with it, corpse spiders deal an additional 76% damage, at least again with this roll, and then each bite causes the target to take 1% more damage from other corpse spiders for 5 seconds. So again, that damage is building up, multiplying, so you can, melt through guys. As my other ring, I have the Ring of Emptiness, which that was a bitch to get. I think I ended up, because Kadala wasn't ever dropping it when I was gambling. So I basically did the little corpse cube, or a kunai cube, little recipe here, upgrade rare item. So it cost a fuck ton of, materials to do it. But again, it's somewhat the better way to do that. Which I'll get back to Kunai's cube in a sec. But yeah, with it, you and your non-fetish pets, so that's everything that spewing out, deals an increased 291% damage affected either by your haunt or locust swarm, which is right there. So again, building up that damage. And then as far as my other gems, right now I have, get back on there, the Bane of the Trapped. So it increases damage to enemies under control and pair effects. So your Spider Queen there is going to slow them. They're going to be under the effect of your locust swarm. Same thing with the Soul Harvest and your Piranado. So that should just keep ticking away. And then reduces the movement speed of even more of the enemies within 15 yards. So they're going to be slow as fuck with between that and your Spider Queen there. Let's see. Also, I have Simplicity Strength. So that increases the your primary skill damage by, well, right now it's at 45% since it's only rank 40. And then you also heal using your primary skill, so that's good. Give you a little bit of extra survivability because right now I'm right under 1,000,000 life. And then of course it's Witch Doctor. It's a pet build, or at least one of them. You're gonna have your enforcer gem in there, so that increases all the damage of your pets by whatever percentage at depending on what rank you have. And then your pets also take less damage. So again, a little bit more survivability, especially in like my other build that I'll show you after I run a rift with this, which I'm going to be rusty because it's been a while since I've ran my Witch Doctor. So yeah, it keeps them out longer. So of course, like I said, Arachne or Cheers set. My main weapon is the Spider Queen's Grasp, of course. So corpse spiders deal even more damage and release a web on impact that slows enemies down. So again, controlling the board so you can get into position to rain down, your spiders and just melt the guys. And then as my offhand, my mojo, I have Jukrani's Triumph. So and as you can see, also I was rolling corpse spider damage on it. So after the initial duration of Spirit Walk ends, it will continue to last until you attack 3 times or an elite enemy is within 20 yards from you, and then attacks while you're in the spirit realm are increased. So basically, yeah, you can just pop your Spirit Walk and just do this for a while, go through guys. So yeah, that's a setup right there, or the equipment and everything. So with Kunai's Cube, for the weapon spot, we got the Echoing Fury, which slaying enemies engulfs the wielder into a frenzy. I'm still not 100% on what that does. I think it just gives your pets and everybody else, like maybe increased attack speed, maybe a little bit more damage boost. Buddy Steven, which again, is Steve Berto, he was saying it's kind of based off of some barbarian skill. So, taking his word on it. He looks into all those, specific specific things. For the armor slot, got the depth diggers. So again, obviously this is primary damage is going to be from the corpse spider primary skill, so that bumps primary skills 1,000 or 100% additional damage. Very nice. And then most of the time, in your ring slot, it's going to be Ring of Royal Grandeur, so that reduces the number of items you need to get your set bonuses here by 1. Again, pretty much it's going to be that or where are you at? Convection elements. That's the main two that are usually in that spot with most builds. So yeah, let's go ahead and go to the skills. Obviously, right click, or excuse me, left click. Corpse spiders, got the widow makers, so all the damage is going to be physical from your spiders, and then I have my Piranado on my right click, and so that'll pull the enemies in with the poison with that rune, and then increases damage that the enemies take that are in there, so that's good. Spirit Walk, you know, that's your oh shit button to get out of the way. And, you know, reposition, so I'm using Jaunt. You leave your physical body and enter the spirit realm for 3 seconds, and then your movement is unhindered. So, you know, if you get trapped or whatever in a jailer or waller, you know, you can go through, bust out and go through that to save you some life and deaths. Soul Harvest, got for my number 2. Again, you can position this however you want. That's just how I like to do it. Using the Languish Cold rune. So again, each stack it can increases my armor by 10% and reduces enemy movement by 80%. And you gain 3% more intelligence, so that's going to bump your damage output even more, since you know you're an intelligence-based class. It has my secondary down here. For my number 3 is the Locust Swarm and Cloud of Insects. So yeah, costs 300 mana, but unleashes a Plague of Lotus that swarms an enemy over 8 seconds, and then it'll also jump to additional enemies nearby, and enemies that are affected have they deal reduced damage, so that's always good. Then lastly, we have Big Bad Voodoo as my number 4 slot with the Slam Dance rune. So you conjure a fetish that does a little boogie dance, and with this one, it increases attack speed and movement speed of you and all allies by 15%. And then it also increases all damage to nearby allies by 15%. So again, big plus right there. Only drawback is 120-second cooldown, but you have other things that can knock that down. So as my 4 passives, I have Creeping Death, so Haunt, Locust Swarm, and damage application, amplification. Good lord, can't talk. From Piranhas lasts for almost forever. So again, increased time up for that. So you can get more hits in and melt the guys faster. Got Confidence Ritual, so you deal 25% additional damage to enemies within 20 yards. Swampland Attunement is my number 3. You and your pets gain 120 physical, poison, fire, cold resistance for every enemy within 20 yards. And it also increases with your gold pickup radius, but who cares about that? Again, survivability. And, area manipulation to help you survive and then, stay in the game longer. Lastly, we have Grave Injustice. You gain 1% of your maximum life and mana, and reduce cooldown of all your skills by 1 second when an enemy dies within 20 yards. So again, everybody's going to be in one little centralized area, and you're just peppering. So that's going to knock down the cooldowns from all these skills. So you can pop your Tornado again. You can pop your Voodoo. your voodoo fetish and all that, and just keep the damage going. So again, yeah, this was really fun. This was my secondary build. So you know, when I don't feel like doing my other one, go to this one. And again, both are really fun. But let's see, let's pop one. Sure, we'll keep it at level 90. Sure, let's empower.
Embrace your power, and you will survive.
And let's hope I don't fuck this up right out the gate. Because it's been a while since I ran this build. And then you can go in, pop your harvest, soul harvest again. See, look at them numbers. Those billions, just melting the guys. Pop your locust swarm to affect the guys. So then, like I said, oh, there's one right there. Again, that elite's already gone. Oh, nope. For the champion. Again, we'll come over here. Oh, I forgot to do my... What you can do is also pop your tornado. See, my tornado's already back off cooldown because it just melted all those guys. So good. Pop that speed pylon. Hell yeah. You want to make sure you keep soul harvest up. So you got your timer right here. You should see basically once, you know, one per big group. Just pop in, pop it real quick again to keep your see, this one can have 5 stacks. Again, as it gets low, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a big group. It can be one guy, but you pop it back up. So yeah, do the tornado, pop a lotus swarm right there, get back. Watch the guys melt, and you can see them going back and forth between the guys affected right there. And yeah, there's the tether with you and your spider queen. So again, it's important that you keep soul harvest going because, you know, it increases your intelligence also. So your damage is going to stay high. Hey, look at that. Like seeing all them yellow billion numbers. Oop, about to lose it there. But again, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It's just more of a nuisance having to, you know, pop soul harvest again. Oh, hey, there we go. See, almost got fucked up because I couldn't see my damn cursor with all that crap. But Spirit Walk, I got out of that. And survive. Go and get my... Oh, wrong button. Conduit, nice. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, you gotta watch out for those one guys when they explode and have other little guys pop out. Usually it's worms. Because yeah, that explosion can mess you up big time. So yeah, most of the time you don't have to worry about your mana. Because you're, again, pretty much all your damage is going to come through, come from your corpse spider primary. Just gotta be careful with it on using your locust swarm, because that does take big chunk of mana. But with your Paragon points and everything, you can get it max. See, like I got 950. Oh, wrong button again. I've been playing my Crusader so much, I've got my my steed on my right click, so I'm still using that. Now I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, with your mana. So most with the Paragon points, you're going to have that maxed out, or maxed out at 50. And again, I don't. If I have some that rolled on my gear, that's cool. That's not a big concern of mine when it comes to gear slot or gear stats. My curse upon you. See, look at that attack speed up big time because my gems and all that. Oop.
Taste my anger.
Taste my anger. Taste the rainbow. Again, all my spiders are dropping these webs, so controlling the battlefield for max effectiveness. Those guys are assholes. I hate them. I need more time. Oh. Screw you, Heavy. Hey, look at that.
The spirits aid me.
Ooh.
I must wait longer.
Shit, got damage reflection on that crap too. Oh, screw you. Stupid arcane sentries. Oh, there you go. So that's the thing. Saying, and also another little tip, like that's coming. Boom! Just pop your spirit walk. Goes right through you. Definitely good in a pinch. Very nice, very nice. Time to melt this sucker. See, look at that. Boom. And we get our little loot explosion. Come over here to Urshi. Let's see. Get that up to 40. And get that up. Oh, simplicity, strength. All right, back to town. I want to say the highest that I've done with this was before, again, I went back over to like my Crusader or whatever. I know I did a level 100 Greater Rift. That shit can get rough. But again, I was just doing that to, 90 is a nice level to where, it's still challenging. You saw me a few times kind of get a couple hairy situations, but it also at least right now, has it to where, you know, you get 100% chance of upgrading your special gems right there. Because if you do it, once it gets to a certain level, you have to kind of up it, or there's chances to fail, and then that kind of defeats the purpose of, you know, getting the extra chances to do it and stuff. So yeah, that's all crap, but oh yeah, I don't have to repair anything because on my follower I have the shoulder piece that makes everything indestructible. So very nice, even when you know start dying and whatnot. Get rid of this trash. So yeah, that's the thing. Also with season that, you know, my buddies and I are figuring out. This is our first time really doing season, so everything that you find in here, whether it's on your character or in your stash tabs, that gets carried over to your main game once season ends. So, you know, like you see, I have a bunch of gems ready to, you know, make some new ones to spec out. Of course, this is all your specialty gems. I got a couple ancient puzzle rings to do treasure vault runs. Got just about everything in here, with exception of a few things like some compass roses and traveler's pledges, are ancient. Ancient, or the new thing, which is primal ancient. So that's going to have like insane stats, and then of course you can augment it, you know, put your slots on there, yada yada. So the higher difficulty, which right now I'm on, yeah, the highest torment, which is 16, and then the higher the rifts you go, you know, you have a little bit extra chances of dropping those. And, oh yeah, of course, you got the cow level Ardishes to pop in the cube also. Got another Paragon point. Alright, so that's a corpse spider build. Which again, I like how you can save your stuff right there. Oh, I'm missing stuff. Let's save that again. Oh yeah, because the last time, before I saved that again, I was still building a few pieces of that. And you can go in, you can see, again, it has all your stuff, where it is, your skills already set up, even that. Oh yeah. Potion I have right now on her is the Bottomless potion of Regeneration, so you get 60% life, and then you get an additional almost 100k life over 5 seconds, so not bad. But alright, so you can do this, and then you just go... What? Motherfucker. How's that not saved? We're going to equip. Yes. Okay, that's a pain in the ass. Now I gotta look up how... look up again how... what I needed for that. Yeah. Wow. Thought I had that saved. Yeah. Okay. This witching hour. Oh hell, am I gonna have to search for this again? That's quite unfortunate, if so. Witching hour and Lakumba ornament. Oh, so that... That one's just doing double duty. I guess later on I'll find another one just to go on both builds. What the hell happened to it? Witching hour, where are you? I had it all right there. Oh, this is no bueno. Yeah, there's a couple other primals that I have. Well, shit, something happened to my witching hour that I had in here. Why was I running that again?
I imagined that the hero of prophecy would be more lively.
I guess there was no specific reason why I was running that with the build. That's just what was recommended on Icy Veins. Which I guess I could just throw that on for shits and giggles right now. Actually, let's
Anything could happen.
see how Kadala screws me.
What? I didn't even know I had that thing. Do come back again.
Cowl them blood shards. Vigilante. Yeah, I might throw Belt Transcendence on there. Yeah, actually, I might have had that instead of Witching Hour. So I can get extra fetishes out. Get rid of that. Double check again. Looking through the stash. Looking through the stash. Yeah, and on my main game, I already purged pretty much everything in preparation for this because it's been so long. All this stuff is a bajillion times better than what I already had in there. Oh, but yeah, like I was saying, everything in here is at least an ancient legendary, with exception of some Compass Rose and Traveler's Pledges, just because having some at the time I couldn't find them. What shit, they weren't dropping for me. I'd get some offhand ones from like some of my other friends, and since I was running my Crusader at the time, I needed strength instead of intelligence, is what they had on there. Oh fuck, I thought I had a Belt Transcendence also. Maybe I put in the cube. Oh fuck it, we're just gonna run with that one right now. It's gonna give me an extra sycophant when I hit with a mana spender. Alright, so with this one, it's all about summoning the Fetish Army. And then you use Poison Dart as your main, as your primary with this one instead of Corpse Spiders. Because that's just going to pepper the guys with the darts. And because you're using the Dagger of Darts, your Poison Darts and your Fetishes now pierce and do additional damage. So that's going to go through all your guys that you swirl, you center up with the Piranado and all that stuff. So yeah, with this one, again, we'll just do a quick running several pieces of the Zunamasa set, of course, because it's the fetish army build. That's what I really like. That was my primary thing when I started playing. When I saw the witch doctor and everything, I'm like, yes, that's summons. I want my little army of shitheads to go around and cause havoc. Because I don't know if you remember, like the movie, what was it? Trilogy of Terror, whatever. There's those little fetish guys, same thing, they're murderous little fetishes. And of course, you can link that to Puppet Master also. So, you know, just horror vibes with that. So having your 2 pieces of the set, your army lasts until they die. Because normally it's used as like a burst damage spell. So I think it'll last, 20 seconds. So with that, they last pretty much forever until they die. And the cooldown reduction on Fetish Army is knocked down by 80%. So again, you want to get your cooldown reduction up as well. 4 pieces, you and your pets, which again, those count as pets, take less damage for every fetish that you have alive. So I think the most fetishes that I've had alive between that and some other skills, I think it caps at 23. So that's a lot of reduction right there. And then of course, with the 6 pieces, enemies hit by your mana dispensers take increased damage from your pets for 8 more seconds. Other than that, I got the Carnival Helm. So with it, 10 fetishes closest to you shoot your poison darts every time you do. So again, that's just going to be darts and shit going everywhere, piercing through the guys. And as always, I have a diamond in the helm for the cooldown reduction on all skills. Shoulder piece, got the Pauldron of the Skeleton King. So with it, when you receive fatal damage, there's a chance for you to instead be restored some life and cause the nearby enemies to flee in fear. So, you know, a little extra chance, extra life, so to speak. Of course, Traveler's Pledge and Compass Rose, and then Zunamasa, you're running the Pox. So with this one, again, you're running Enforcer for the pet damage, Simplicity Strength, because again, you're relying on your primary skill as your damage. And then the last one is the Bane of the Stricken. So with it, each time you make an attack against an enemy, the damage it increases in damage by a certain percent each time you hit it. So again, once you get higher levels, it's going to go up, 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 and up. And then it also deals increased damage against bosses and Rift Guardians. So, you know, that's what you're going to be running later on. So, again, very good. And like I already said earlier, the Lacumba Ornament. Belt. It's supposed to be Witching Hour, but again, that's kind of like your freebie, whatever you want to run for the most part, because again, it doesn't pertain to your setup right here, if I'm remembering correctly, but I could be wrong. Again, I just threw that on there because give me some extra sycophants. All right, we're gonna have Depth Diggers on my pants slot, and with this, you see I got the topazes for intelligence to get my damage up with that, and then also put some strength ones in there to get a little bit extra armor. I think it does something else, I can't remember. It might increase their damage too. I'm not 100% on that. So yeah, I already see the dagger darts, and of course got a royal flawless emerald in it for that increased crit damage. And then running the Zunamasa String of Skulls mojo. And I actually have I got a slot for that, so I threw a diamond in it to get some resist all. Skill wise, well, let's check out cube. So the cube for this one, of course, is still Ring of Royal Grandeur. armor slot, got Mask of Jerem for the increased pet damage. And then same thing, Echo and Fury. So basically only that one changed. You can also, if you want, because again, until I got that, I was running, what's it called? The Gidburn. Oh, is that not on here? Oh, that's actually not on the list. Well then. I'd be wrong in not knowing what I'm talking about. Again, I'm just going to blame it on because it's been so long since I ran. Oh, no, there it is. It's the Gidbin. So you have a chance to summon a fetish when you attack. So that's another thing you could, you know, put there. Also, I was running that for a while. You know, kind of go back and forth somewhat when I can remember. All right, and then skills. So again, primary left click is going to be Poison Dart, and this is the poison one. And you also gain, with it, deals poison damage, well, it deals weapon damage and an additional 40% as physical over 2 seconds. And then you gain mana every time a dart hits. Piranha's Piranado, same thing. Same thing with the Spirit Walk and the Soul Harvest. So, number 3 slot is Fetish Army, like I said, with the Legion of Daggers. So you get 8 fetishes, and then they, you know, stay by your side until, well, they die thanks to your passive, or your, thanks to your set, your set stuff. And also running Big Bad Voodoo again. So a little switch up on the passives. Of course, we still have Grave Injustice. But now we also have Spirit Vessel. So whenever you receive fatal damage, you automatically go to the Spirit Realm for 2 seconds and heal 50% of your max life. It can occur once per minute. So between that and your pauldrons, you should be able to stay alive for the most part. Again, you're going to be fighting or shooting at distance too. So also have Fetish Sycophants. So when you hit enemies with your spells, you have a 15% chance to summon another fetish to fight by your side for 60 seconds. So they're just going to kind of keep cycling out, but again, they pops up, and I cap total. You can have 15 out at a time. So 15 plus your 8 from there, you know, 23 little shitheads, you know, just spewing and, you know, murderous rage. It's wonderful. Lastly, you got Pierce the Veil. So damage is increased, but my mana costs are also increased. Not that big of a deal for, you know, getting that extra damage to melt guys. But hey, yeah, let's run through another 90 Rift. Oh yeah, gotta resummon. Go through, get my Soul Harvest going. Let's get some Big Bad Voodoo. Pop it again. So it can be annoying when, you know, it's wherever you're pointing at, it's where they're going to aim. So you got to keep that in mind. But even still, sometimes they're just like, I'll shoot wherever.
The spirits aid me.
Yes, the spirits do. Oh, wrong button. And yeah, you know, when that happens, you can just readjust, get to where you need to go. And yeah, as you can see up at the top left of the screen, I'm at max fetishes. Why aren't these fuckers dying? Jesus. So yeah, as you know from my other my first Diablo 3 video with retro plays, you know, I dusted off my OG Witch Doctor, and yeah, she sucked. So this was a way, you know, I wanted some kind of pet, and the fetish army was my big one. Yeah, sometimes again they'll just kind of sit there and not do shit, or you know they have a bajillion, gillion, shibalillion hit points as well, so that makes things worse. But anywho, she sucked. I need something else to, you know, make it to where she could actually kill stuff and not die and all that good stuff. So then that's when I came across, you know, this on Icy Veins, and again, it's a fetish build, which is what, you know, I wanted. Because again, I had, I think I had, what, zombie dogs plus what I call a zombie boyfriend, and the tall man's finger ring, to where I had 3 of them out. But again, it was doing fuck all. So I needed, I hate those little guys. So I needed something to, you know, to help me out. And this so far has done that. Again, sometimes you get a little, goddamn, see, I got a shitty riff too. Running out of time. Well, actually, I haven't even came across any elites yet, or any boss guys, so that does not help. Again, it's never fun when you get shitty riffs. I hate them fucking constructs. So that can, you know, like have a bunch of little regular guys, but oh, there we go. There's some. Finally. Woo. Alright, so that helped out. So yeah, that can kind of make or break your run, depending on what kind of rift you get right at the beginning. Some of these numbers aren't quite as high, but again, I don't think I only have a few ancient pieces. So, you know, that kind of hurts some things. Oh, there's another one, finally. Oh, fucking frost. Yeah, right there almost got me caught back up. I guess we're just gonna run until we get a big group of assholes like this. And, like, I haven't even came across any pylons yet. So that can also hurt. Hurt your run, and therefore, you know, you're not going to get extra. Okay, this should be good. Oh, yeah.
Your death comes.
Oh, fucking phantoms. Here we go.
I strike at your heart.
So there we go. We're almost caught up just by getting to this better area. Yeah, you gotta watch out for these little fuckers too. That crap, they'll...
Needs more time.
Needs more time. If you never take time, how can you have time? Or whatever it is the Merovingian says in
Your evil undoes you.
Matrix Reloaded. And everybody craps on the sequels. I liked them. Shit, wrong button.
Your death comes.
Your death comes. There we go. Wrong fucking button again. There we go. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Not ready yet.
And we're back in business. We're caught up.
Your death comes. Needs more time.
Those guys are assholes too. Fucking demon dudes. So yeah, Steve and I were doing
Need more time.
some echoing nightmare, echoing scream, whatever the hell it's called. Like one would come up, like teleport right in front of me and just, you know, bleh, all over me and fucking kill me instantly. Because there's so much other shit going on with that.
Your evil undoes you.
Evil undoes you. Finally in the lead.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, this is feels a lot better. Like you can do this solo actually, but again with
Needs more time.
shut up. It's also good with having buddies so they can also, you know, run some interference and whatnot and deal a little bit extra damage.
Need more time.
But like I said, all it takes is one good area and you're back in business. Come on, Ice Clan guys.
My curse upon me.
So yeah, you just want to position yourself to where you're in Voodoo's little aura to get that extra damage and attack speed.
More time. Your evil
Again, popping Soul Harvest to keep my intelligence and armor stacks up. Camo. It can't be all the... Went down there. Okay. Conduit, that's going to help.
Your death comes. My curse upon you.
Almost there. And the conduit's out. Boo.
The Rift Guardian has
There we
arrived.
go.
Need more time.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Not ready yet.
Woo! But hey, yeah, didn't die or anything like that. As it got going, got a little area. Boom, it's fine. See right there, you have an upgrade chance. So you want to keep it as close to 100% as you can. So that usually means gradually increasing your Greater Rift progression as you go. Success.
I am returning to town.
I'm going back to town. And then go over here and
Well done, champ.
close a rift. So yeah, here's that. All right, time to identify our crap. Which I'm looking. So yeah, I don't have any. Okay, so Zunamasa's Pox is the only ancient set piece that I have. So once I get ancient of those, that'll increase other skills and whatnot. Ooh, excuse me. Straight. Gauntlets. Yeah. Don't need repair, so we shall salvage. See, let's throw these in slots, come over here and save that. And then I'm going to switch back to that, which be nice if that would go back to, I guess, your stash, but that's all right. Do that. Go ahead and pop that. Okay, so now I'll show you my Crusader, which again, been playing a lot with him and have been having tons of fun with this build. I haven't really worked on a secondary build with him yet because I want to probably do Thorn Bombardment. This main one is it's based on Fist of the Heavens and Heaven's Fury. Oh, I have some garbage right there that needs to be identified. Ah, uses of a con. So yeah, running the Valor set with, you know, a few alternates. So with it, attacking with Fist of Heavens empowers you and allows Heaven's Fury, which is your other big damage dealer, to do increased damage for 5 seconds, and you stack it up to 3 times. So basically, you pop your Fist of Heavens in the little area, because again, you basically make a little area to where it keeps bouncing back and forth, and each time it hits an enemy goes through it or hits it, they're taking damage like that. And then, you know, you drop your Heaven's Fury on top of that to really ramp up the damage. Then, so that's having 2 pieces. 4, hitting with Fist of Heavens returns 5 Wrath to you and reduces the damage you take for 10 seconds, and that can stack, like I said, 50 times. And having 6 pieces of the set, Fist of Heavens and Heaven's Fury, their damage is increased by 20,000%. So again, that's your damage dealers right there. So yeah, get that. Those pieces for the belt and the pants. You're running Captain Crimson's little set right there. You make them with a Hedrig here. I'm not sure if you can actually get ancients of those. I would assume so. Maybe just a percentage when you craft them, but that's going to eat through these materials right here, which sucks. But with it having the set bonuses, you have life regen, cooldown reduction, which is the big thing with this one, because you want to pop Heaven's Fury and your Akarat's champion as soon as it's available. And then resource cost down, but again, pretty much your only spender is Fist of Heavens, so that's not that big of a deal. And also, your damage dealt is increased by your percentage of cooldown reduction, and damage you take is also reduced by that cost reduction too. So that's very good. I have right now 58.45% cooldown reduction, so that's pretty damn good in my opinion. For your wrists, the bracers, got the Bracer Fury. Again, Heaven's Fury is the other damage dealer, so it increases damage to enemies that are blinded, immobilized, or stunned, which we have right here, and I'll get to that when I go over the skills. Compass Rose, Traveler's Pledge combo, of course, and the other ring basically is kind of, you know, dealer's choice kind of thing. I threw on the Band of Hollow Whispers because this was my first Primal Ancient that I got. So once you, I think it's once you complete the season stuff, you automatically get one. And it's random, but you automatically get a primal ancient. So that was my first one, and you know, has, you know, great stats on it. Has crit damage increase, which is also good. My gems that I have in those are Bane of the Stricken, which you already know about. Of course, the Bane of the Trap for the increased damage with control impaired enemies. And then also the Gogok of Swiftness. So you gain Swiftness with every attack, increasing your attack speed by 1% and your dodge by another certain percent for 4 seconds, and it stacks up to 15 times. And then you gain 1% cooldown reduction per stack of Swiftness. So again, that's just going to make it to where you can keep popping your Shield Glares, your Akarat's Champion, and your Heaven's Fury. So very nice. And then yeah, while this isn't ancient, and I did have to roll to get a a slot for the gem. It did roll double crit, so that's nice. And also holy, which my main damage, my 2 damage types are lightning and holy. So this is where I differ from most of the builds that I've seen. Most of them online or whatever, they want you to run the steed set. So with it, it's the flail of the charge and then the shield of the steed. So with it, increases the duration of your steed charge by 2 seconds, and then if you killing an enemy reduces the cooldown of steed charge by 1 second, and then you gain increased damage while using it. I didn't really like that. Again, I know what it wants you to do, but I don't really care for it. I want to say also in either this build or another one, or maybe I'm thinking of the something else, but one of them wanted to use the stone gauntlets, and that fucking thing sucks. So getting hit increases your armor, but reduces your movement speed, and by 15%, your attack speed by 20%. So yeah, you get more stuff to stand in there and just deal damage, but again, when you can't move and that happens or whatever, so that would be your, again, your oh shit button to get out of the way, but you know, fuck that. I personally went with Fate of the Fell as my flail. So with it, Heaven's Fury gains 2 additional rays and has its damage increase. So I like that. Most of the time, that's your Kunai cube slot, but I tweak that with my build. I like having this flail, and again, I got max cooldown reduction rolled on that. And then on my shield, I have the Final Witness. So again, that's kind of up in the air, but for this, I feel like the Final Witness works best because your shield glare now hits all enemies around you, so it does this radius instead of just being like this. So that helps out for oh shoot, what is it? Your Bane of the Trapped. And again, you're going to have your perimeter going with your Fist of Heavens, and then, you know, you drop Heaven's Fury. So all those guys that just got hit with shield glare, they're taking a shitload more additional damage because of they're impaired. Very nice. Very, very nice. And yes, they will melt with that. Alright, so cube, of course, Ring of Royal Grandeur, nothing new. Armor slot, I got the Aquila Cuirass. So while you're above 90% of your primary resource, so you know, your Wrath here, all damage taken is reduced by half. So most of the time, you're going to stay at that unless you panic on occasion, which I have done once or twice. You're not going to blow through your Wrath. So that's going to constantly stay up. Or, you know, if you do go down, it's only for like a second and it's already back up. And then as my weapon slot, I have the Dark Light. So again, it fits with Fist of Heaven, Heaven Fury combo. So Fist of Heaven's now casts twice and deals 1,000% more damage. Fucking awesome. So again, that's just my personal tweaks on the build. You know, you can do it as is, or, you know, again, you do you. And of course, I augmented I transmogged some of this stuff, because again, like, that halo is fucking ugly. That looks cooler, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. That. So yeah, skills. Got Fist of Heavens with the Fissure rune on my left click. So you call the lightning. Creates a fissure that deals extra weapon damage as lightning over 5 seconds to nearby enemies. And then if there's another fissure nearby, which there always will be, the lightning will arc between them. So it's like chain lightning. It just deals additional damage on top of that. So nice. Again, I think the initial rune with Steed Charge is, well, let's look at it. It's the Drawn Quarter. So basically with this build, you're doing holy damage and lightning, so that fits with the holy theme. You bind 5 monsters around you with chains, you drag them while dealing weapon damage on top of that. I personally just use Steed Charge to, as the oh shit button, and just get out of the way, reposition. So I prefer to have the Rejuvenation to give you some life recovery while you're in Steed Charge. That works better for me. I just like it better. All right, so on my number 1 slot, I got Shield Glare with Divine Verdict. So it has a 12-second cooldown normally, but it's basically instantaneously back up with my cooldown reduction and other things. So with it blinds all enemies to 30 yards around you, in front of you, but with the shield, it does that radius now. Blinds them for 4 seconds, and then those blinded enemies take additional damage. So, excuse me. And, however about way you want to do it, pop your Shield Glare, get your Fist of Heaven arc going, drop your Heaven's Fury, watch them melt away. Number 2 got Akarat's Champion with the Prophet Rune. So you pop it, you Hulk out, and it increases your damage by 35% and your Wrath regen by 5 for 20 seconds. And then when you're in this form, you gain an additional 150 armor. And then if you would take the first time you would take a fatal damage while it's active, you get a reset button. You're back at full health. So again, you want to basically have that up at all times. Heaven's Fury with the Ascendancy rune. You call down a large ray of holy power that deals extra weapon damage as holy to anybody caught under it. So I want to say most of the builds on that one also does. They do the Fires of Heaven. I don't like that. It just does like a weird arc lines or whatever. I like the Ascendancy better. Again, because it has the bigger thing, and then with the flail, flail that I use, it does 3 instead. So again, that has a wider radius to go and hit things. And number 4, I got Laws of Valor with Unstoppable Force. So passively, you don't even have to activate it. Passively, you just have it on your bar, and it gives you and your allies 8% attack speed increase. When you pop it, it'll give everybody 15% increased attack, and then it also reduce your wrath cost by 50%. So yeah, you can pop that up and any given moment to kind of go through guys a little bit faster. But again, if you forget about popping it, it's no big deal. Again, because that's going to have that constant effect of an 8% increased attack speed regardless. So not bad. So my passives, first off, I got Heavenly Strength. So with it, that's, the Crusaders, big gimmick thing. You can wield a 2-handed weapon in your main hand as long as you have a shield in your offhand. And then your damage dealt is reduced by 20%, but hey, that is a very small cost for dealing the additional damage in general with using a 2-handed weapon plus having your shield. Next up, we have Finery. So you gain 1.5% increased strength for every gem socketed into your gear. So again, you're going to have all those slots open anyway. That just bumps up your strength to give you some more bang with your attacks. Next up, got Long Arm of the Law. So with it, you increase the duration of the active effect of all laws by 5 seconds. So again, self-explanatory, not bad. Then lastly, we have Holy Cause. So the amount of damage dealt by your weapon is increased by 10%. That's just off the top, so, you know, that knocks that down to 10% instead of 20. And then whenever you deal holy damage, you heal up to 1% of your total life. So again, Heaven's Fury, when that hits, you're getting some life back. I'm not sure. I don't think these two being holy, that doesn't really affect because it's damage. But again, that's your other big damage dealer anyway. So again, you get some regen from that. And speaking of, excuse me, for my potion slot right now, I'm using the Potion of the Diamond, so when I pop it, it also gives me an increased resist all by 99 for 5 seconds. I've also thought about maybe trying out the armor one, but I'm not sure. Again, it's just kind of whatever you want to do. I mean, Kool-Aid is always nice and, of course, fun to say or whatever, but, you know, for the most part, you do you. That one just runs because, again, you're going to have, being a Crusader in general, you're going to have higher resistances and reduction and stuff, and then of course throwing diamonds in your some of your armor slots will bump that up too, so not bad. But hey, let's
I've hardly seen him rest since we met.
Now
get in there and
unleash your power, champion.
show him off. Again, shield glare, fist of heavens. Got my arcs going. See those billions right there. That's what the B stands for. Billion damage. Shield. So you can even arc it over here too. So we'll go there. You can do that. It's only a certain amount of time. Pop Heaven's Fury, Shield Glare. Melted. Oh, fuck you, guy. Those guys are assholes, like I said. Then Akarat Champion. And I'm going to be going the wrong way. Pop the law to get a little bit increased. See, Shield Glare's already right back up. Hulk out with Akarat's Champion. So you can even arc it up there too to go ahead and get some. Not only get your stacks going to get the extra damage with Heaven's Fury, but I can also start whittling them down some.
I wish I could do that.
Freaking Desecrator. Again, got a little hairy for a sec, but nothing couldn't handle for the most part. But yeah, that's not me being cocky, because you can get humbled real quick in this, as you should know if you ever played it. And once you get these higher greater rifts and other game modes. Because yeah, some of the higher rifts and stuff, because I pretty much right when you spawn in, if you don't have Akarat's Champion up, you're dead.
Chapter for the win.
Yep. See him just melting through these guys. And once Akarat's champion's off cooldown, pop it again. Get you that damage buffer and increased armor. See, yeah, that chain lightning is going right through him. See, because I had to stack a 3, it's just messing up their day. So awesome. And I've had so much fun with this. And it works out really well also with, again, like some of my other friends. You know, Steven typically is strictly wizard. So, you know, he'll have tornadoes or other things going on too, so it can melt guys from afar. Or, you know, if somebody clumps them together, boom, I can not only drop Heaven's Fury on them, but go ahead and get Shield Glare and get my fist little arc area going. Ooh, oh, see that? Like I said, you can get humbled real quick. That's some bullshit right there. Vortex into that crap. Yeah. Oh, wrong button. So there went my fucking empower. So that's the thing, you can empower these greater rifts to get extra pulls basically to upgrade your gems, but if you die once, that extra one goes away. That sucks big time. If you beat it under the before the timer, you get 1 additional pull, so empowering it will give you another one, so you can get a max of 5. Come on. Ooh, fire chain. Gotta watch out for fire chain also. So yeah, again, I want to say solo rift. Like, I've definitely done 99. Can't remember if I think I tried 100, but I got a shitty rift starting off, and it was taking way too long, so my timer was like way off. There was no point. But again, that's before, you know, again, it all goes by, you know, whatever rolls you get on your gear. This is, you know, a gear hunting game. Hey. Fucking vortexing assholes. I guess that's the theme of this one. We might just go ahead and go to the next area. Or round up guys. Cower before Zakaru. Not ready yet? Come on now, you got to be ready yet. Bitch.
yet.
Oh, there's a pylon right there. Speed. Stop running.
Not ready yet.
Hated when they do that. God. Oh. I have to freaking pop that. No match for determination. Yeah, like I said, this is a lot of fun. Really enjoy this. Oh, except for those assholes. Alright. Way to go, Rift Guardian. It's the Skeleton King, Leoric. That should be the end of him. Alright, alright. Hershey. Okay, and then like with mine, I like to try and keep them even, so like I'll take one up to like 10 levels and then go to the next one, do the same thing. Just so there's not so much of a disparity in between. And again, so I got +1 pull for beating it before the timer. Would have been +2 if I didn't have that bullshit death. But it is what it is. And again, 100% chance that I get the upgrade. Alright, alright.
I need to go back.
Go back to town and I accidentally dropped my flag. Close this here rift.
Excellent.
My faith is rewarded.
And my faith is rewarded. So that's the thing too, from my understanding, all your Paragon points will also carry over. I want to say all your crafting materials that you have, that will carry over. I'm not sure, well, your blood shards and money should. I'm not sure if your maximum, if that cap also goes up, or you have to go and build it back up again. If it doesn't, that's not that big of a deal, because as you can see, between these 3 builds that I've showed you, you can easily get it right back up. So, you know, that's not that big of a deal. And then, same thing, hopefully it'll automatically save. Oh, god damn it, did it? Remember to upgrade this and keep it up to date if you use it, so you don't run into, you know, those precarious situations. Hopefully this will automatically translate over too, so, you know, you don't have to go through the motions again. Not that big of a deal, that's just kind of laziness on my part. Oh, what we got? We got an Arkstone. Halcyon's Ascent. Another Blackthorn. Hallowed Bulwark. That's a nice too. That's a if you're using Iron Skin, which that's a good a good ability also. You know, that'll help out with it. Sky Cutter and Hammer Jammers. Here, salvage. Then yeah, also remember to use your blood shards. So that way you can, you know, when you do something, you can pick up all that you can. And, you know, you don't have somebody, you know, close a rift or whatever on you before you jump back to town, use them real quick, jump back, get them, so on and so forth. But anywho, so that's what I've been doing here lately. Instead of some of this other stuff that I've been meaning to do. Again, it sucks you in, and it's been real fun, you know, getting the guys back together and playing this, you know, like we did 10 years ago when it launched. So yeah, season's ending. Season 27 starts, I think, the 26th of this month, August 26th. And we're going to be a party of wizards. I probably won't record any when I play with them because, you know, again, trying to get the audio together with all of them, plus, you know, some of them might not want to be recorded and all that stuff, you know, just a whole lot of hassle. So, you know, I'll probably do some solo stuff for the next season, going through my wizard journey. But yeah, again, this has been a lot of fun, and can't wait for this to translate over and all that good stuff. But anywho, we're gonna go ahead and end this video. Thanks again for watching me, and you know, hey, you know, leave some comments down there, you know, about your builds, what you like, you know, your opinion on what I have going on here. Love to hear about it. But yeah, you know, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share and everything. Let's get those numbers up. All that stuff, good stuff. And again, just thank you for, you know, checking this stuff out. You know, appreciate it. But anywho, until next time, you know, sanctuary safe for the moment, and we'll go have a night's rest. Peace.